Hello, good afternoon, everyone. All right, so welcome to another Live session with me. All right. Okay, so I'm glad that we are able to have another session. Okay, despite that it's a holiday. So alam naman natin na holiday ngayon and we don't have classes, but still we're going to bridge. All right, itutuloy pa rin natin yung ating mga lessons for today for this afternoon session. Okay. All right. So, by the way, as what I am showing you in our PowerPoint presentation right now, I am Tutor Arnel from SDO Pasig. All right. And baka hinahanap niyo si Tutor Drazel ngayon. Tutor Drazel is attending an equally important matter right now. Okay. So, you will be seeing Tutor Drazel again next meeting. That's for sure. And I think you will really be learning a lot of stuff again from the two of us in our session. So, for the information of all, which I know, alam niyo naman na ito, na every Tuesday we are going to see each other here in our platform every 1:40 to 2:20 p.m. So if you wish to check on the recorded session that we had, you can actually check the Facebook page of DepEd EdTech Unit, DepEd Tayo, or you can also visit the YouTube channel of DepEd Educational Technology Unit or DepEd TV. Now, before we go to our lesson, I just wanted to read some greetings or comments here coming from our Itulayers or our viewers from the different parts of the Philippines and at some instances from the different parts of the world too. So let's try to read this. So from Samantha Blasi, good afternoon. Watching from Liano High School, Caloocan City. So hello, good afternoon. People from Caloocan, Liano High School, Caloocan City. Of course, from Caribbean, Gabriel Villamor, good afternoon po. Watching from Novaliches High School, SDOQC. Hello there, students and teachers from the Baliches High School. And also from Maria Zarina Erlin Viñas. Good afternoon. All right. So yes. Okay. So she's from grade 10 Adonis. So I guess Maria is from Mangahan High School. All right. So Janelle Von Morales from Mangahan High School 10, Iolus. Okay. All right. So from Rinette Soriano, watching and listening from IFG Diamantina National High School. So she's from grade 7. Faith, hello there from all the viewers from Diamantina National High School. All right, so Alriza Zaidane Gaza, right, of grade 7, M. Del Pilar, Pampanga High School. All right, hello. All right, so our teacher is Sir Ramil Sabado. Okay, so good afternoon po sa mga nasa Pampanga today, Pampanga High School. All right, and so much more, no? Marami-rami tayong mga babatiin. Okay, all right, so anyway, without further ado, let me just introduce you our lesson for today. Our lesson's going to be from quarter to week 3 module. Okay, and the topic or the title that we are going to discuss today would be about information sources. Okay, and we would like to extend our thanks to Department of Education Soc Surgeon Region. So thank you so much po from the DepEd or SDO Soc Surgeon Region for providing us the material for our lesson this afternoon. Okay, so, of course, hindi mawawala na i-discuss or sasabihin natin yung ating mga objectives for today's lesson. So, at the end of the session, you will be able to deal with the 3 objectives. So, for our cognitive objective, you have to recognize different information sources. For the affective domain or the objective, you're going to share interesting information. You will know later kung anong gagawin mamaya. Taken from the sources or resources learned in the lesson. And of course, for the psychomotor, you're going to select the source that would provide the information needed. Okay. All right, so remember class, last time nagkaroon tayo ng problema playing the video submitted by Daniela Adelaide Jameline Sol Dizon from Mangahan High School. So syempre we don't want to waste the effort of Daniela, no? So if you're watching Daniela, hello. Alright, so I would like to play yung output na ginawa niya from our previous activity that has something to do with the National Children's Month. So for our featured duty, dalawa yung i-represent ko ngayon. So yung nakaraang linggo pa, and then yung the past or yung recent past na featured duty. So for now, panoorin natin or let's watch Daniela Adelaide's video. Okay, I think there's no sound. Okay, so I think we're still having some technical difficulty with the video, but while we are okay, so anyway, while we are fixing it, okay, so let me just have some greetings. Okay, let's just read some sort of greetings here. All right, so from Jeff Markley Basilio watching and listening. All right, from Diamantina National High School. Well, I think a lot of people are watching from Diamantina National High School. All right, so we have from Baruya High School, Lubao West District, SDO Pampanga, grade 7 productivity. That's from Alexandra Krish, Villaruel Patrica. Okay, I think it's now ready. Okay. All right. So I'm really sorry. I just really don't know what's happening. Okay. But probably, okay, we will really try our best, okay, to present this one. So, by the way, I just wanted to extend my congratulations to Daniela if you're watching. Okay. And also our featured Judy this recent past. Okay. So, we're going to congratulate Desiree Ann L. Palisok from grade 10 Aulus of Mangahan High School. So you are an amazing tutor for presenting us your output, which is entitled The Mystery of the Missing Necklace. All right. So while I was reading it and while I was checking on it, nakakatuwa because she really exerted an effort to take a selfie of her favorite reading material. And of course, just like what I've instructed you, my dear E2Liers or E2Li students, you have to include the references. So if you're going to look at the bottom part of the page, you will see there that she got it or she took it from booktopia.com.au. Okay, that's great. All right, I think we have the video again. All right, so a lot of saying hello. Yes. Oh, there.
My opinion about the theme of the National Children's Month is that it is absolutely interesting. It's also important to pay attention to every child's rights. Even now that we are in a crisis, which is the COVID pandemic, I believe that all children should have access to educational rights. Education is very important in the lives of children. As they say, it is the key to success. Every child has the right to have an education, even through the pandemic. Even though the pandemic hit unexpectedly and face to face classes were affected, there is another way to learn, and that is through an online class or distance learning. Aside from education, every child's health should be prioritized. Health must be protected, especially now. Furthermore, children are regarded as vulnerable and susceptible to infection. And that's all. Thank you. My opinion about the
Ayan, congratulations! Okay, buti na lang, no? Thank you so much po to Jester for assisting us. All right, so yes, okay, so I just wanted to put back the page, okay, so the slide I mean. So that's Daniela Adelaide's work from Agahan High School. And of course, yes, congratulations as well for Desiree or to Desiree and El Palisok of Grade Aulus Mangahan High School. All right. Okay, so now I know that you're quite excited with our trivia for today. So ano kaya ang trivia ni Tutor Arnold for today? Well, just like what I've said, November is actually full of activities from the National Book Month, National Reading Month, English Month. Now, even at the last day of November, we do have our special holiday, which is Andres Bonifacio Day. And I took this photo from Inquirer.net. When I was checking some resource for our today's trivia, I took it from a Twitter post. And from dilg.gov.ph, it says there that November 30 is Bonifacio Day, and Andres Bonifacio is considered as the father of the Philippine Revolution. Okay, so let's not forget that. He's the founder and supremo leader of the independence movement against Spain. So probably you've heard this topics from your social studies lesson. So the kataas-taasan, kagalang-galangang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, or also known as KKK, or simply known as the Katipunan. So this national observance honors Bonifacio, Andres Bonifacio, as one of an industrious and innovative worker and as a pioneer labor leader. So yung mga activities natin for today has something to do with our great hero, all right, Andres Bonifacio. Ayan. So now you know, all right? You have some information. May mga nakukuha kayong mga bits of information about one of our greatest heroes, Andres Bonifacio. So it's his birthday today, November 30. And to be exact, medyo maliit yung font, no? November 30, 1863. And it's his 158th birth anniversary. Okay, so let's begin with our activities. Activating prior knowledge. We're now getting into our lesson. So my dear students, let's type true if the given statement is correct, and kapag mali or false, if you think it's false, then you have typed in false in our comments section. Okay? All right, so let's see this one. I'll be presenting 5 sentences, and each sentence you have to choose whether it's true or false. Okay, number one. Every piece of information requires careful consideration. What do you think? Is it true or false? Every piece of information requires careful consideration. So please type your answer. But of course, don't forget the number before your answer so that I will know anong question or anong item yung iyong sinasagutan. All right, we already have some answers here from Janet Flood Patayan. She said it's true. Alexandra said it's true. Mikey Padrone said it's true. Manilyn Delfino, it's true. Judah Paulo G. Alvarez, it's true. Okay, and Bianca Irish E-Bike Crew said it's true. Okay, so let's see if your answers are correct. That's right. It's true. We have to consider every piece of information carefully. Okay, kasi whether it's big or whether it's a small kind of information, that would definitely help you or probably break you when you are doing some sort of presentation. Now, how about number two? Okay, so I can still see flooding of true for number one. Okay, tama po kayo. That's true. Number two, different kinds of information are written or written for different purposes and different audiences. Is this true or false? Different kinds of information are written for different purposes and different audiences. Okay, so while we are waiting, yes, good afternoon from Princess Catalunya, from Magan High School, from Bagnos Integrated School. All right, that's from Rudolph Galindo. Yes, we already have answers. Samantha Blasi said true. Lorraine Hebe said true. Cherubin Gabriel Villamor said true. Alexandra Krish Villaruel Patrica said it's true. Manilyn Delfino, it's true. Let's check it out if it's true. All right, that's correct. Tama po kayo, that's true. All right, let's have the third sentence. Information in any format is produced to convey a message and is shared via a selected delivery method. So is that true or false? So pili-pili lang po tayo ng sagot, true or false. For number three, don't forget to put your answer, number, I mean, before your answers. Okay, so let's read some greetings while you're typing your answers from Jaslyn Lapuzegundino from Baruya High School, SDO, Pampanga. Hello po sa mga taga-SDO, Pampanga. Oh, let's check it out if we already have answer for number three. John Kirk Chebat said it's true. All right, Alexandra said it's true. Okay, Cedro de la Rosa, it's true. Okay, Wella Cano, it's true. Renz Alejandro Nonato said it's true. Let's check if it's true. Okay, another true answer for the third statement. How about for number four? Choosing the right information starts with knowing more about the different kinds that are available. So, tama po ba yan or mali? True or false? Let's check that out. True or false for number four? While waiting for the answers, maybe let me check if we have some greetings here from the different parts of the Philippines. Wala naman. Okay, so purely answers for this time. Okay, number four na po tayo. Four, I can see answers for number three. Okay, Lawrence Hermie Pastor Zamora said it's true. Okay, Janet Flood Patayon. All right, true. Hello, Aksha Patayon Kalumpang National High School, Marikina. Okay, all right, so a lot of answers are true. Myrene, kaduling no, dami. But I love it. Okay, I love it when you are sending me your answers. That means to say you are participating. Yes, John Kevin P. Dapiawan said it's true. Cedro de la Rosa said it's true. Manilyn Delfina said it's true. William Henry Jornation said it's true. Let's see. Yay, that's correct. Ala, Churo Arnel, bakit puro true? You will know later. Let's see kung true pa rin yung number five, okay? Ah, ganito. Okay, number five. You will be better positioned to select the best sources for your information needs if you learn more about how and why information sources are created. Okay, so what is that? For number five, okay, while waiting for the answer, good afternoon from grade 10 Eulus Martinez. Yun, nawala na siya. Hindi ko nabasa lahat. Okay, yes, good afternoon Abigail Sepilo. All right, Angela Pauline Best said it's true. Lawrence Pastor Zamora said it's true. Ezel Reconeses Soto said it's true. Althea said it's true. Victoria Bejo said it's true. Let's see if that's the correct answer. Uy. Okay, yes. All right. Okay, look at that. All of the answers are true. Okay, why? Because all of these facts or all of these true, I mean, all of these ideas have something to do with our discussion for this afternoon. Okay, so let me just present this picture to you. I know that you're familiar with this because I used this last time. So in your previous session, we learned that a search engine is a web-based tool that is used by people to locate information on the internet. So pinag-aralan natin last time about search engine, no? So medyo nagpaka-IT muna tayo last time. I tried my best, no? And I'm glad that you participated well. Now, it's akin to the library in the online setting. So parang kaparehas daw siya ng library yung ating sources sa internet. Some of the popular examples of search engines are Google, Bing, Yahoo, and MSN. So these are just but some of it. So we also learned last time that sources could be coming from the library and we can also get it from the search engines. And we know that both of it are rich sources of information. So nagkakaiba lang siya with the way we access them. So of course, for the library's resource, kahit wala tayong internet, no connection, no power source or gadgets, you can still use them. You just have to get into the library. But since there's a pandemic, there's a virus, we cannot go out. Oh my gosh. I forgot again the scores, my dear students. Yes, yes, please. Okay, balik tayo sa score. Napakamalilimutin ni Tutor Arnel, no? So, yes, please post your score for our activity earlier. So, Alexandra got 5 over 5. Okay? Sige, heart react na lang po. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm still, I'm still learning how to uh, handle the sessions, no? So I sometimes forget. Okay, so Jazeline Lapus Egondina got 5. Thank you so much, no? I appreciate it, students, when you remind me of this part, okay? Okay, so Ezel Reconezi got 5. Okay, heart react na lang po, no, if you got a perfect score 5 over 5. Maria Angelica Amit 5 over 5. Judah Paulo 5 over 5. Ayan, ang daming naka-heart, no? 5/5. It means William Henry, Jornation, Judah Paula, daming heart. Yes. Okay, and so much more. So, thank you, my dear Itulay students. Ano? Pinapaalalahanan niyo si Tutor Ernel. Yes, really wanna get 5/5. Okay. All right. So, balik na tayo dito sa ating lesson, sa presentation ng lesson. Okay. So balik tayo na. So just like what I was saying, yung library is different from the search engines because yun nga, the way we access it. So kahit walang gadget, walang connection, walang source of power, you just have to get into the library and get the book or any resource that you need. And of course, the information is considered to be more reliable because just like what I've mentioned earlier, yung mga books, it undergoes, mga journals, mga articles, yung mga printed materials, they undergo, yung mga process. Excellent people or the experts are somewhat checking the information first before they publish it. So they consider, or more people are considering it to be more reliable. And of course, for the search engines, we can access it anytime, all right, anywhere, as long as we have our internet connection. And of course, we all know that it's up to date. So today you're going to enrich your skill in locating information sources using different information sources. And before that, we're going to have the 6 steps on how to research a topic. So I know kahit kayo ay grade 7 pa lang, you are going to be engaging to some researches. Hindi lang yung mga nasa grade 8 and up or even senior high school ang nag-engage sa research because even you are a student or anyone okay, can actually engage with the research because that's what we need when we are doing our homework. So these are the 6 steps. The first one is define. Next is locate. Third is select. Fourth is organize. Fifth one is present. And lastly, that's you have to assess. So remember these 6 steps. Okay, define, locate, select, organize, present, and assess. So para siyang hagdan. Kaya lang, Tutor Arnel, ba't pababa siya? Alright, you know what? When we are searching for information, para tayong naghuhukay ng kayamanan. It's getting deeper. As long as you're getting deeper, then the more you are getting. Next, meron ng si Tutor Arnel, no? Okay, let's start with the first step. The first one is define. Okay, so when we say define, here are the some questions that you have to consider for you to define the topic that you're about to research. So of course, you have to think first, what is the problem I have to solve? Why do I need the information? Is it for an essay, a report, or a speech? So class, nakakatulong or it's helpful that our teachers are giving us or you are paying attention to your teacher's questions kapag nagbibigay sila ng homework because that's where you are going to define what are you going to search. Alright? Kapag nalaman mo na kung ano nga hanapin base dun sa question na binigay ng teacher mo or base doon sa assignment na binigay ni teacher mo, then definitely you have already defined. Pag sinabi nating defined, nalalaman na natin ano-anong mga information ang kailangang hanapin and why do we need to search for it. Kasi kapag basta lang tayo harap sa computer and typing everything, we're just wasting our time. And of course, we have to think, what's the purpose? Are you going to make an essay? Are you going to make a PowerPoint presentation? Are you going to make a speech? So that's how you define. You're narrowing it down. Pinapaliit mo yung malawak na mga bagay na dapat mong i-search. So that's the first one. So step number two, locate. Now that you know what to do already, now that you know kung ano yung isi-search mo, you have to locate. How do you find the information you need? So you have to use the best resources from a variety of sources such as encyclopedias, magazines, videos, internet. You can also get information from people, when you are doing some interview and even organization. So you can actually go to the city government, for example, if you need to have some information about your city, yung mga ganon, di ba? So of course, we cannot do it right now. It's limited because we are in the middle of pandemic. May mga health protocols to follow. All right, the third step that you have to do when you are researching a topic, you have to select. So, questions that you have to consider, which resources are best to use. So, hindi lahat ng resources ay maganda. May mga resources na hindi makakatulong dun sa iyong research. So, is the information relevant? When we say relevant, baka naman pang 19 kopong-kopong pa yung mga information na nakukuha mo. So, you have to get the latest. And what can I leave out? So, napakahalaga. If you're going back to the step one, all right, yung define, yung selection would be easier because para kang namimili. Ito ba kasama? Ito hindi. So you will know how to select or you will know what to select if you were able to define it in the first place. Of course, you have to evaluate information carefully. Siyempre, lalo na yung mga online sources natin, nagkalat yung mga fake na mga information. And of course, is the material up to date? So this is what I am talking about. Napakahalaga noong up to date materials. Because if you are going to get those that are outdated, yung mga luma, then that will not be useful anymore. Okay? Now, of course, who wrote it, you have to check as well sino yung mga nag-publish or sino yung mga nagsulat ng mga yun. And of course, for what audience. So baka sobrang hirap for you because you're still a junior high school student. Baka that's very highfalutin. Maraming mga words na mga nandun na hindi mo naiintindihan, right? So definitely that's going to be very difficult. All right, what it is that's going to be helpful for you in selecting or in your selection. Okay. All right, so let's have the fourth one. Oh, hindi pa pala, may third pa. Okay? So, record the sources. Tandaan to ha, you have to record the sources of information for your bibliography. Ayan. So, when you are doing your research, it's very important that you are going to gather not only the information, but also the sources at saka yung authors. Siyempre, pinaghirapan ng mga authors yung kanilang mga pinublish na mga articles, yung mga books na ginawa nila. So, it's just but one way of giving thanks to them when you are considering or when you are including them in your bibliography. Parang in-acknowledge mo yung effort nila. Record all resources as you use them and this will save time at the end of your assignment. So hindi lang acknowledgement ng mga authors but rather it's going to help you out na balikan if ever you need some more information from the topics that you have or from the sources that you got the other time. Okay? All right, now we're down to the fourth one, organize. Siyempre, no, parang mga folders dyan sa pictures. Kapag marami na tayong mga information, we have to organize it. That's why in our computer, di ba, we have our folders. So pinagsasama-sama natin, which are you going to include for your introduction, which are you going to include in the body, and which will support the conclusion, or in any way you wanted to present the information, then definitely you have to know which are those best information that could be used in any part of your output, yung mga gagawin mo. So you may not need to use all of the information you have gathered. So kahit hindi mo siya gagamitin, it's better that you know how to organize them, no? So that in the future, if you might need them, you know where to get it. Okay? So right? So how can I best combine information? So you should know how to synthesize. Sa sobrang dami ng mga information, hindi naman basta mo ika-copy-paste lang si information dun sa Word document, right? So you have to, you should know how to explain it, to expound it, to synthesize, pagsama-samahin yung mga different sources so that you will be able to come up with a very wonderful presentation. And of course, one more thing, you have to consider correct spelling and grammar. So medyo napatingin ako sa PowerPoint slide ko, no? Baka I'm talking about correct spelling and grammar, meron tayong mga typographical error. But hopefully, wala. Okay? All right, so the fifth one is to present. So, of course, when you are already done with the, what do you call this, with organizing your idea, syempre, hindi mo lang siya patutulugin sa iyong computer. There should be a purpose to that. You're going to share the information, you're going to present it in a report, so it's up to you. So you should be considering the audience if that's going to be appropriate for them. Okay, so for teachers like us, whenever we are presenting information to you, whenever we are teaching, we always consider you because you are our audience, no? And of course, lastly, assessing. For number 6, right after all of the processes or all of the steps that you did, You have to assess, you have to check on yourself, how well did you complete the assignment? Nag-copy-paste lang ba or you were able to understand? Anong natutunan? What did you learn? Is there anything I need to improve in locating, selecting, note-making, time management? Kasi time-consuming talaga yan, class, when you are searching for information. So, you have to note those habits that you have when you are checking information. O, for example, ay alam, may naisama akong information doon na hindi pala factual, mali pala yon. So, how are you going to correct that, or how are you going to do something with it so that you will be able to have a better presentation next time? And of course, who should you ask? For a student like you should always be asking your student, and of course, no, you should be asking your teacher. I mean, you should be asking your teachers, all right, for you to be guided in your preparations as well. Doon sa assessment or sa evaluation, you can honestly ask your teachers, ma'am, did I do well in the presentation? Although, nagbibigay naman talaga ng feedback ang ating mga teachers whenever you are doing your presentations, whether it's face-to-face or virtual. Now we're down to the types of information sources. So, babalikan natin mamaya yung 6 steps doon sa latter part ng ating lesson so that you will never forget that. Okay? All right, yes, good day, Chelsea, Kate Villegas. Okay, so wait. So types of information sources, let me just read it. An information source is a database of facts or anything that might inform a person about any given topic. It can be in the form of observation, what else? People's speeches, source documents, pictures, organization, etc. So now alam na natin yung steps kung paano tayo magre-research. Doon naman tayo sa mga pwede nating pagkuhanan ng information. So sabi dito, you can actually get it from a form of observation, sa speech, all right? Yung mga speech ng ni President, for example, or whoever it is, as resource speaker, source documents, pictures, yung mga ganyan. So let me present to you the types of information sources. So you can actually get your information from books, from encyclopedia, from a journal, from a database, from magazines, from internet, all right? So from library catalog. And you can also get them from newspapers. Okay, so iisa-isahin natin to very quickly. So you will know and you will have an idea which information source are you going to use. Di ba kanina, consider natin kung anong information sources yung ating gagamitin. But let me just tell you, class, all of these are very useful for you to know more about the topic that you are researching. The first one, of course, are books. Okay, so, well, the type of information that books cover are the following. So it could be virtually of any topic. It could be fact or fiction. So how do we use it? Books are used when looking for reliable and accurate information because books have gone through the process of publication. So bago ilimbag or bago i-publish yung isang book, it undergoes a lot of revisions, may mga editors, may mga proofreaders, and because of those processes, lalo pa kapag mga experts at saka mga taong may alam doon sa topic yung nagbabasa ng books, the reliability and the accuracy of the book increases. Kaya maraming mga tao, nagre-rely pa rin sila sa books kahit tayo ay virtual na. But anyway, di ba, yung mga books, pwede naman siyang ilagay sa isang drive ngayon, pwede na siyang ma-scan, so that you can actually access it even though you don't have the paper or the printed ones. Okay, so here are the examples of fictional books. Probably you might have read some of it. So pag sinabi natin fictional, mga kathang-isip ng mga authors like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, To Kill a Mockingbird. Hindi ko na mabasa to ikalawa, medyo maliit. John Eyre, Pride and Prejudice, so and so much more. Hindi ko sila mailagay lahat dito because there are a lot. And the non-fiction or books that are containing facts, syempre yung mga content books natin, content area books like math, science, syempre kailangan fact yung mga yan, mga tunay yung mga nakalagay. And of course, yung mga literary genre such as yung mga katulad nitong The Diary of a Young Girl of Anne Frank, it really happened in real life. So these are types of the books that we might be able to access when we need so. Of course, encyclopedia, May mga volumes pa yan. So it's used when looking for background information or a topic. And here's the sample of it. I took a screenshot of a sample page of encyclopedia from Britannica All New Kids Encyclopedia. If you're going to look at that, there are information talking about rainforest, may mga ano pa, monkey ba yan? Gorilla, yan, mga different animals, and usually colorful, no? So that it would be very much interesting when you are accessing or reading it. Journal, another type of source of information. So, what's the difference of journal with the other types of information? It's usually a collection of written outputs of scholars in an academic or professional field. So, nakakatulong to lalo na sa mga researchers because yung mga pag-aaral nila doon sa mga journals are actually proven already. So, pwede nilang maging reference yun. So, here's an example of it. This was taken from an online journal article from International Journal of Educational Technology and Higher Education. So, kung halimbawa, you wanted to know something about studies, mga pag-aaral about online learning, so here's the sample. So hindi lang online learning ha. So for example, you wanted to know about COVID. Ayan, may mga balita na naman about COVID, mga studies about vaccine. You can actually check on the journal, all right? Online journals. Iba't ibang disciplines, pwedeng medicine, pwedeng education, and so much more. So database, all right, so it's a combination, all right, containing citations of articles in magazines, journals, and newspaper, and may contain citations of podcasts, blogs, videos, and other media types. So you can use it if you want to find articles on your topic, magazines, journals, and newspapers. At hindi lang yan, di ba, meron na rin tayong mga videos, blogs. You can actually access a database. Oh, sorry about that. May alarm pa si Tutor Ernel, no? Okay, magazines. Okay, so yung mahilig magbasa ng mga magazines. Alright, these are collections of articles and images about diverse topics, iba't ibang topics na about popular interest of current events. So, here are samples of it. So, we do have, yung all about space. So, for example, if you are interested with space, yung mga tungkol sa planets, then this type of magazine would be for you. So, halimbawa, mahilig ka naman sa fashion, yung mga example ng mga magazines na katulad niyan. And of course, we do have health magazines, so much more. Meron pang sports magazines, ano pa ba? Yeah, marami-rami talaga siya. Okay, so, and of course, another source of information, yung usual, is a newspaper. So, what is a newspaper? It's a collection of articles about current events that are usually published daily. So, ano yung makikita natin sa newspaper? All about international, national, and local events. Yan, mga balita. So, if you don't want to watch TV, then you can actually buy newspaper, just like what we have in the picture. And also, source of information would be library catalog. So a library catalog is an organized searchable collection of records. Sa library natin to nakikita, mga students, no? And you use this when you want to find out items the library owns relevant to your topic. So ito yung itsura niya, ito yung card wherein kung nakapasok po doon sa mga libraries ninyo sa school, may parang cabinet siya na may mga maliit na drawers. So, if you wanted to check on a particular book, kung present ba or meron ba yung library nyo ng book na yon, then you can actually check your library catalog. But then, since we are advancing, hindi na lang tayo nag-limit dyan. So, may mga libraries, just like the Library of Congress, they do have an online catalog where you can easily access the information about the book, or the reference that you're looking for just by merely typing the title, the author's name, and any information that you have pertaining to the material that you are looking for. Okay? Yan. Siyempre, internet di mawawala or internet. It allows you to access more types of information through a browser. So ito yung napapanahon ngayon, no? Now that we are in the middle of pandemic. So we can actually access almost all or every information we need nowadays. So yun lang. These are the types of information. Don't forget that. Books, encyclopedia, journal, database, magazine, internet, library catalog, and newspapers. So these are the types of information. So dalawa yung natutunan natin today, no? The steps of how to search information, and of course, I also presented you the different types of information sources where you can apply those steps that we learned. Okay, so hindi ko na makakalimutan. I will ask of your scores after this activity, definitely. Okay, so let's test your knowledge about the topic. Type yes if the given statement is correct and no if not. Okay, check natin. Ready your keyboards. Number one, we don't need to record all the sources we used. Doing so will save us time at the end of our assignment. All right, is this true or false? Ay, that yes or no. Okay. So, yes or no pala siya. Okay? So, just type in yes if you agree with it and no if not. Sorry, my dear students. Yes or no, I mean. Okay? We don't need. All right? A lot of you are typing now. All right. No. No. Okay. All right. So John Joseph Cruz said no. Glazel said no. Okay, let's see if it's no. Yes, definitely kailangan natin yon, no? So I already told you that we have to keep it for easier access the following time you have to access that. All right, how about for number two? Information source is a database of facts of anything that might inform a person about any given topic. So information source now is a database of facts of anything that might inform a person about any given topic. So is it a yes or a no? Yes, from Lian Toledo. Good afternoon from Mangahan High School. Okay, so I'm so sorry if I cannot read all of the greetings, ha, because you are really fast in typing. Okay, how about that? Information source is a database of facts of anything that might inform a person about any given topic. So don't forget the number before your answers. Really Wanag said yes. Aaron James Ventura said yes. Eds Barreto said yes. Kiriel Nunez said yes. Adrian said yes. Nicole Oji said yes. Cedro De La Rosa said yes. Let's see if it's yes. Yes, definitely. It's a database of facts of anything that might inform a person about any given topic. Number three, internet allows us to access most types of information through a browser. Is it a yes or no? Number three, is it a yes or no? Mhm. Okay, so while waiting for the answers, let me just read some greetings here from Jaiseline Lapuz Egondino from Baruya High School, Pampanga. Okay, where else? Okay, Abigail Cepilio from Pagsanhan Integrated National High School. Hello there at Pagsanhan National High School. All right, so April Joy Gumalat from Sergeant Prospero G. Bello High School, Annex Grade 7. Hello there to all of the students of Bello High School. Let's see your answers. Okay. Chelsea Kate Villegas said yes. Rizel Caballero said yes. Patricia said yes. Anika Miguel said yes. Elsie Mercado said yes. Abigail Cepili said yes. Manilyn Delfina said yes. Let's see if it's yes. Yes, that's right. It allows us to access almost most types of information through a browser. Four, books are source of reliable and accurate information because they have gone through the process of publication. Is it yes or no? So books are sources of reliable information, all right, because they have gone through the process of publication. So please type in your answer. Is it a yes or a no? Okay, so Chelsea Kate Villegas from Baruya High School, Pampangas, grade 7, accountability. All right, a lot of you are typing. Lorene Hibe said yes. Renz Alejandro Nonato said yes. Mike Key said yes. Alexandra said yes. Kiriel Nunez said yes. Ezel Riconese Soto said yes. All right, yes na yes. Let's see if Anika Miguel said yes po. Okay, so let's see if your answers are correct. Yes, that's correct. And let's have number five. Every piece of information requires careful consideration. Let's check it out. Number five. Every piece of information requires careful consideration. Is it a yes or a no? So still a lot of you are typing your answers for number four. Okay, don't forget to put a number before your answers. Okay, while waiting, let me just check some of the greetings here. Okay, most of you have typed in answers. Hmm. Okay, so let me greet this one from Cedro de la Rosa from Lubao West District, SDO Pampanga. Teacher, Ma'am Marine Carlos. Hello, Ma'am Marine, and all grade 7 accountability. All right, from Macabebe High School from Pampanga as well, Sheena May Sunger, grade 7 faith. Yes, let's see your answers for number 5. Team Jira Amir said yes. Samantha Blasi said yes. Ria Liwanag said yes. All right, Renz Guyver Calianta said yes. All right, and yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see if your answers are right. Okay, the correct answer is yes. Okay, so hindi ko na makakalimutan. All right, for those students who got a perfect score, can you just send me heart react? Mag-send ng heart react yung mga naka-perfect. Okay, heart react. Okay, heart react for those who were able to get 5/5. Yes, Renz Guyver got 5. I got a perfect score, said Samantha Blasi. Congratulations, Samantha. Chelsea, congratulations. Ray Aliwanag, Samantha, Mark Hakutin, Elsie Mercado, and Kirsten Chloe. Congratulations, my dear students. Now, this time, choose the best resource for the following statements. Type your answers in the comment section. Okay? So, just type the letter kasi mga letters lang naman yung ano. It would take you a lot of time kapag a word mismo. Okay, so which type of information source are you going to find this information? I want to know the recent studies written by experts on COVID-19. Are you going to get it from A, library catalog, B, encyclopedia, C, newspaper, or D, journal? Just type in the letter. Saan kaya natin makukuha yung information? Yes, congratulations for those who got a correct answer. Don't forget to type in the answer. Okay? Yes, we can find it in the internet, but all right. Probably just focus on what we have in the choices, okay? Sa choices muna tayo, mga mahal kong estudyante. Okay, so let's have the answer. Okay, so the recent studies written by experts on COVID-19. Studies has studies. Recent studies written by experts on COVID-19. So most of you are typing letter C, newspaper. Okay, letter D, journal. Remember class, yung journal, di ba may mga research yon? Okay, siguro you're thinking about recent. Eh. Yes, tama naman newspaper, but that's all about the news, yung mga balita. But we're talking about the studies written by the experts on COVID-19. Siguro newspaper, pero may mga konti lang kasi. But the full, all right, it would be on that. Okay, so journal. Okay, how about number 2? All right, a recent updates about COVID-19 is affected by the variant. Okay, yung bagong variant. Saan natin makukuha yung information? Library challenge, library catalog, encyclopedia, newspaper, or journal. Okay, so let's check it out. Where do we get it? Recent updates about countries affected by the new variant of COVID-19. All right, the correct answer is letter C, newspaper. Yan. Okay, so Lorraine got it correctly. Chelsea Villegas got it. Wella Cannon got it correctly. All right, number 3. I need to know the information about the book I'm looking for in the National Library. Where do we get it? Library catalog, encyclopedia, newspaper, or journal? Okay, so just type in your answer. Okay, so number 3. All right, Janet Flood Patayon said A. Library catalog, Victoria Bejo said A. MJ Hocular said A. All right, so let's see. All right, that's correct. It's library catalog. Yes. All right, number 4. I need more information for my report about Andres Bonifacio now that it's his birthday. Okay, so where do we get it? Magazine, newspaper, journal, or internet? Okay, number four. All right, a lot of you are still answering yes. For number three, okay, number four. Okay, some of you said it's D. Renz Guyver said D. How about the others? Adrian said D. Hannah said D. Let's see if their answers are correct. Janet Flood Patayan said D. Yes. All right. Internet. All right. More information. Okay. For number five, I want to read some articles about the trending fashion in the Philippines. Magazine, encyclopedia, journal, or books. Mhm. Okay. So for number five, okay. So Renz Alejandro said D. Sorry, A pala yung nakalagay. All right. Abigail said D. Ano ba to? Nalito na ako. Sorry. Trisha said A. All right. MJ Hokular said A. All right. Victoria Beho said A. Let's see. All right. Magazine. All right. Okay. Students, please send me heart react if you are able to get 5 points for this activity. Heart react tayo, mga students. Dami pa mga nagsasagot. Number five, yes. Good job, students. That's the correct answer. Okay. All right. Don't worry. Okay, Janielle sent a heart react. Okay, Hannah Sulian. All right, Judah Paulo said heart. Congratulations for those who got a perfect score. Okay, generalizing learning. In connection to the celebration of Andres Bonifacio Day, I want you to share some interesting facts about him taken from any sources we learned today. So probably, yung mga naaalala niyong nabasa sa books, sa internet, some facts about Andres Bonifacio. So you can type it in our chat box. Oh, don't be sad, Ezel. It's okay. If you were able to get 4/5. Okay, so please type in your answers in our comment section. Mhm. Interesting facts about Andres Bonifacio. Probably the place where he was born. Okay, so let's read some greetings. All right, so watching from Baruya High School, from Mary Joy Valencia, Jansen Robert, from grade 10 Aulus. Okay. All right, so don't worry, my dear sis. Okay, so thank you, Renz Guyver Calianta. He's the father of the Philippine Revolution. Okay, how about the others? Janiel Von Morales said Andres Bonifacio E. de Castro. Wow, I didn't know this. Okay, E. de Castro is remembered as the father of Philippine Revolution. What I mean is yung may E. de Castro pala siya, no? Okay, so, all right, so the father of his full name is Andres Bonifacio E. de Castro. Okay. All right, first president. Okay, you know what? I wanted to read all of this, okay, but we are really running out of time. You may notice that I'm really speaking fast right now. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Team Brigiro. You answered. Okay. Yes. All right. Good job, my dear students. So let's now summarize our lessons. Okay, so 6 steps on how to search a topic. Of course, don't forget, my dear students, that you have to define, you have to locate, you have to select, you have to organize, you have to present, and you have to assess. Right? And of course, yes, yung ating information sources, it could be people, it could be sources of documents, pictures, organizations, or even online sources. And jaran, all of these are the types of information sources that we learn today. Okay, so my dear students, these are the objectives that we accomplished today. We were able to recognize different information sources. We were able to share interesting information taken from different sources learned. And we were able to select the source that would provide information needed. So a big virtual round of applause for everyone today. Now, for your assignment, you may take a screenshot of this research about the life of Andres Bonifacio and share it in our next session. And also, share the sources of the information you used to accomplish your research. So, kung books man yan or online source. And of course, the submission of your assignment should be accomplished or should be done by sending it to Tutor Drace's page and to my Facebook account, Tutor Arnell. So for our exit assessment, kindly scan the QR code and answer the Google form for the exit assessment. And for our evaluation and feedback, we definitely need this, okay? So how did Tutor Arnell teach you today? Please evaluate the session honestly and read the instructions very carefully. All right, so I really enjoyed my time with you, my dear students. Don't forget that every Tuesday we're going to have our session every 1:40 to 2:20 with me, Tutor Arnell from SDO Pasig, and also with Tutor Drazel from SDO Pasig as well. So these are the pictures of our great E2 Light tutors for English from English department. So don't forget to support them all. And up next, we do have our tutor Drubeline and tutor Jovet for English 8. Thank you so much, my dear viewers. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.